Guitar Lab. So today we're starting lesson number 4. This one's going to be an introduction into finger picking with the guitar. So in this lesson today, we're going to be using our thumb and our index finger to play a nice little piece that's in the style of classical music. This will be a great way to start building some coordination with the thumb and the index finger towards bigger finger picking songs. So we're going to start with looking at our worksheet, and the first thing that we see is now on the tablature we have two numbers that are right on top of each other. So what that means is that we're going to pick both numbers at the same time. So we'll see that we have the D0 connected to the high E2. So with my left hand, I'm going to push on the high E2, and then on my right hand, I'm going to grab the D string with my thumb, and I'm going to grab the high E string with my index finger. We're going to kind of grab both of those, give it a little pinch, and then pluck upward. We have that nice, beautiful harmony there. Now you'll see right after the pinch, there's a 3 and a 5. So what we're going to do is after the pinch, we'll do that again. I'm going to walk up to the 3rd fret on the high E string, and with my index finger, I'm going to pluck that high E string. And then I'm going to reach up with my pinky. You could also use your ring finger, either one's fine. And I'm going to grab the 5th fret and play the 5th fret on the high E string. So when we put this together, we have this nice sound. Now, one common mistake is to touch the D string after the first pluck. And then also a lot of people will do a pinch on all 3, but we just want to pinch on the first hit with the D0 and the high E2. And then I don't touch the D string so that it rings out while I pluck the 3 and then the 5. You can play this slow or fast. All right, now looking at step number 2. We're going to do an almost identical exercise, but we're going to switch the strings that we're using. So now you'll see that we have an A0 connected to a B2. So I'm going to push down on the B2 with my index finger, and on my right hand I'm going to grab the A string to pluck the 0 and the B string to pluck the 2. And then just like before, we're going to climb up to the 3rd fret with our middle finger, and then our 5th fret with the pinky finger. This is still on the B string. So we put that together. Very nice. You might need to practice that a few times, but also just like before, we're going to not touch that A string after we've plucked it so that it rings out while we climb up to the 3 and the 5. So now we have step 1 and step 2. All right, on to step 3. So in step 3, this one will be a little more challenging. We have 4 pinches in a row. The first one being the most difficult because we're going to need 2 fingers. We see that we have an A2 connected to a B3. So I'm going to use my index finger on the left hand to push down on the 2 for the A string, and then my ring finger to push down on the B3, and both fingers need good pressure. Going to have to push down nice and hard. And then on the right hand, we're going to grab the A string with our thumb and the B string with our index finger, and we're going to pluck both of these notes. Very nice. It gives a nice, what we call a B minor sound. That's pinch number 1. Pinch number 2, we see we have an A0 connected to a B2. We've done this one already in step 2. So I'm just going to take my index finger off of the A2 and bring my ring finger down to the B2. So now I'm going to pluck both of those strings, A and B. Very nice. Gives an A major sound. Now on to pinch number 3. I'm going to use my middle finger to come up to the low E3. We see I've we have the low E3 connected to the B0. So that's the low E, the one closest up top, and the B0. So holding that low E3 down, I'm going to right hand grab the low E with my thumb. I'm going to grab the B0 with my index. Pluck both of those notes. Gives us a G major sound. And then the final pinch, we're going back to the one we did in pinch number 2. I'm going to grab the B2 with my index finger, and the A0 is going to get plucked also. So A0 with the right hand thumb, B2 with the index, and pinch those together. When we put all 4 of these together, it sounds like this. A very nice sound. And here's all 3 steps so far. All right, on to the last step. So in this step, we see that there is a slide written down on the paper. So a slide can be a little tricky, but actually it's not that bad. It's pretty easy to do. So we're going to push down on the B3, 3rd fret of our B string. And when I pluck the note, I'm going to slide my finger up the fretboard. Now it's important when we do this that we have good pressure on that B string. Because if we don't, as soon as you start sliding, the sound disappears. So we want to give it nice pressure and move quickly, because we don't want to hear each fret getting passed, right? So the idea is a swift slide and then taper it off at the end. We're not sliding to a certain fret. We're just gonna, when we get somewhere around that 7, 8, or 9, let the finger slowly taper off of the string. And we're sliding up to get towards the final pinch. So the final pinch is going to be the 10th fret on the high E string. And I like to use my ring finger because I'm using my middle finger for the slide. And it lets me just quickly and easily grab that 10th fret with the ring finger. And in that final pinch, we're going to grab the D0 with our thumb and the high E2, or excuse me, high E10 with our index finger. And we get this final pinch. A nice closing to the piece. So this part can take a little practice because what we want it to sound like is... So when I put all 4 steps together, here we go. You can try and play along with me. You might need to practice a little first, but this is what it'll sound like. There we go. A nice introduction to a classical style of playing, but many fingerstyle songs will use the thumb and index finger for pinches inside of chords. Speaking of chords, that brings us to what the next lesson is going to be about. We will be learning how to read chord charts and starting with a few easy chords. If you like this piece, please hit like on the video and subscribe, and that way you'll get the notification when our next lesson comes in. Well, thank you for spending some time with me today at Guitar Lab, and you have a beautiful day.